Hello, and we are live. Hello, this is Jennie Walker, and welcome to Jennie Girl's Closet. And I'm so glad to have you with me here this morning. I'm running a little late. Sorry about that. I never quite get exactly the timing on how long it's going to take me to prep to get ready for this video. Still new at it, so thank you for understanding. So yeah, what we're going to talk today about are the overnight sales that I had on eBay and Poshmark that were a really nice amount, $600 basically, minus three, so like $97. And I thought it was a really good good 24 hours. It was only a few things, so that's really exciting that I continue to sell these higher dollar items and know that I can do that. And it's just becoming routine. These aren't super high dollar items, but they're still they're still high enough for me to be excited about and to tell you about. And let me see if I can fix this mannequin behind me. It's I'm assuming it's a she. Yes, she's wearing a Free People sweater that I bought that I'm going to be selling. I don't do a whole lot of Free People, but it was just too cute to walk on by. So there you go. Just do a little of that while people get into the chat. So yeah, so I'm going to talk about what's sold. I'm going to talk about where it's going. So I just happened to pull the labels and have something going to Arizona. I have something else going to Arizona, 2 different cities in Arizona, Virginia, Massachusetts, and Wisconsin. And that just really goes to show that this is a global, well, I don't have an international sale, but it's a global economy. And, I do sell through the eBay Global Shipping Program, and we're, sending things all over. So, here I am in California and people are buying that are just, all over the United States. And that's really exciting to think that we have that kind of reach as resellers. So today there will be brands, the brands I'm going to show you, you will have heard of most of them. One you will not have heard of because I had not heard of it. And it was something that I bought just based on style. And what's interesting is that all of the items of clothing are black. And I sell a ton of black items. And so this will be proof, not that I need to have proof, that it's just going to show you that as much as I have all this black in my eBay store and in my Poshmark closet, it sells. And and it is, when I buy things for reselling, I try to get things that are different enough that they're going to stand out in spite of the fact that they're all black. So let me get into it. So the thing that I sold that was the least amount of money was this brand that you probably never heard of called MEK Denim, Mac Denim. This is the label. This is just a black stretch cotton top. It's got lace-up detail at the neck. It's got this little satin trim here and little, I wouldn't call them studs, but, little, all right, I'll call them studs. They're on the sleeves, just a scoop neck, perfect for summer. It is new with tags, and, well, I thought it was. Anyway, it should be, yeah, it is. Here's the tag somewhere. So this is the brand. MEK Denim. So this only sold for $8. I bought this for about $1 when the Axe thrift shop was closing in Pasadena, their large location, and they relocated to another part of town to a much smaller store. So I bought pretty much all of them that I could find for like around $1 each. So even though I sold it for $8, that was something that I bought, a couple of years ago, a year and a half or a year ago. I wouldn't buy it now. But I bought them because they were new with tags, because they were black, because they were interesting. Because when I buy clothing that's all black, I try to have a little something about it. Does it have a zipper, a stud, a lace up? Is there something in the fabric? What is it that that's on there that makes it a little different? Well, Pearl is Precious is with us today in the chat. Hello, it's so good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Really appreciate you being here. Plus, let me just, it's hard to talk and type at the same time. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, so that little top, just got rid of it, just selling through, wouldn't buy it again. But I'm glad that someone could appreciate that. I have sold that same top before because again, I did buy multiples for a higher amount. At this point, just trying to get rid of inventory. Now, this next jacket is super, super cool. This is, again, black, but it's different. This is Trina Turk. It's got a faux fur trim on the bottom with some pockets and just one button. You can see the rest are hidden under here. And this is called the Walker. Hey, they named it after me, the Walker jacket. And I had more than one of these because I bought it at Trina Turk sample sale that they had here near Pasadena where I am. I think I paid $40 for this probably 3 years ago because haven't really been any sample sales in a long time because once I opened my store, I couldn't go anywhere. So they have these sample sales all the time. I just am unable to attend. But it's got pockets. I bought this for $40. And I bought 2, I think, or 3. This one I sold for 110 on eBay just to get rid of it. This isn't anything that, it's super heavy. I'm sitting here in California and I've got a coat in my hand. So that is something I'm still trying to come to grips with, that I'm actually in a weather system that is super hot. And I have all these clothes that are not meant for California weather. So it's interesting that it's being purchased and mailed out elsewhere. But I just really loved this. And because the faux fur detail at the bottom, I thought it was super cute and super different. So yeah, that's Trina Turk. And just trying to see if it has anything on here worth showing you on the inside with the label. But oh yeah, here we go. Trina Turk. So if you're not familiar with this brand, it's hit or miss reselling this brand. She's known for California casual clothes, usually in very bright colors. So this is basically the opposite of what she's known for, but it still sells. So that sold for 110 on eBay. The other shirt that was $8 sold on Poshmark. So this is one that was so much interest in it when I posted it. This is by Reformation. This did sell on Poshmark. It's this amazing jacket that's black, but wait, it's the back that what is embroidered, not your baby. So this, the original price on this, I think, was $200 or maybe $225. I think I listed it like $180. It was sold out online. And it had one little tiniest little mark on it on the back here that I noted in the listing. But I did sell that this morning on the Poshmark Closet Clear Out for $100. And since I paid $99 at the Goodwill, I was pretty excited about the turn of events, as you can imagine. Yeah, I was hoping for more, but I'm not going to turn away $100 on this, knowing that. You know why? Knowing that there's always something else out there. So, and I want to talk about offers and things like that when I'm done with this. So this was $100 and it's super cute. Do y'all remember that movie? Is it The Devil Wears Prada, where the Anne Hathaway character, let's just say, stays over the night with the other guy, and in the morning when she goes, "I'm not your baby." I think that's what that's from. So this item, really, really excited about this. This is the Rachel Zoe maxi dress that I bought, that I showed in a different video from Out of the Closet. I'm thinking I paid $15 for it. I don't remember, actually. It's brand new with tags. And I sold it for $200 on Poshmark. And I mean, I had just marked it down to $312, and I went ahead and took $200 because I need to keep it moving. And yes, I probably could have gotten more, but this is just super cute. It's actually super long too. So it's going to take a really special person who's going to be tall enough to carry this off. But it's just such a cute dress. Original retail is like 500 and something. So I'm not upset with $200. I'm happy. Could I have gotten more? Probably. But you know, you take the sale and you move on. So that was Poshmark. So super cute. And of course, it's black. And then the last thing that I sold was, you know, I'm not into this brand. I lived in New York a long time. Everyone was obsessed with this. But this is Lululemon duffel bag and a beautiful, like, emerald green color, almost like a teal green. And the condition on this, I'd say they probably used it a couple of times and just said, you know, I'm never going to use it again. So it's got an adjustable strap inside. It has like all kinds of compartments and things that you can store your workout gear in. This was called the Sweat Love or Sweet Love or Sweat Love bag. It's got this cool lining. Literally, it's like brand new in here. Like, you know, they didn't do much damage to this. And it does have an adjustable strap that comes with it. And it has this little bag to put wet things in. Super clean. They probably used it 1 or 2 times. But this sold for $179 on Poshmark. I was trying to get more. You know, I looked on there and people had these bags at $350, and I originally listed it at $250 because it was in such good shape. And you know, we negotiated. It was going to be $185 and free shipping, and then I couldn't figure out how to do that offer, and so she did $179 plus shipping, which is basically the same thing. So yeah, that Lululemon piece. Now, this is something that I picked up for $5 at this like fundraising sale for a nonprofit, and you know, $5 into $179, nobody can you know, argue with that. So that's what I sold. And I do want to talk to you about offers just for a minute, but not before I look in the chat and see who's in there. We've got Key Lime Kisses. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, so glad I've got two of y'all in here. This is great. So I wanted to talk about offers, and this is something that I struggle with. So I have not mastered the very thing I'm about to mention to you. But I think the most important thing about offers is to think of it as if someone is standing there with money in their hand. They have this money in their hand and they're handing it to you. Like an offer, 99.999% of the time is, you know, you might have that 1.001% where a transaction doesn't get through because the credit card is bad. So let's forget about that. But somebody's standing there with money. And that's what an offer is. They are literally going, here's $50, here's $100, here's $200. And when you think of it that way, it's a lot easier to say yes to offers when you realize it's real money being offered by real people. And it's not just a conversation. You know, it's not just someone trying to annoy you with a low ball. And it's not, you know what it is at the end of the day? It's real money and it's a real offer from a real person. And so when somebody says, if somebody came into me in person and they said, I got $100 for that jacket, would you take it? Of course you would, because they're right there in front of you with that dollar bill. If someone came into my studio and they said, I'll give you $200 for that dress, of course I would take it, right? And so somehow we forget that offers are real money. It's real money from real people to buy things that we have. And so if you think about it that way, will you take $20? Would you take $40? You know, you have to remember it's real money that's going to transact. And so, you know, that is something to remember, and it will help you when you're thinking about taking offers. And I've been taking offers a lot less than I normally would. I used to be so aggressive with countering people back on eBay and on Poshmark, and I've quit doing it. I'm not doing it because I don't know what the deal is. I mean, let it go, let it fly, and move on to the next thing, because There's so many choices out there. It's mind-blowing. If somebody has any interest in anything that you've got, you got to try to sell it to them. You really do, because we know from Poshmark talking about their stats that there's, 18 million listings running around in a 24-hour period on their site. Are you kidding me? And I don't remember if that's new listings or updated listings or shared listings, but there are millions and millions and millions of listings sitting on Poshmark, sitting on eBay, and you've got this one person who found something of yours that they liked. You got to find a way to sell it to them. You really do. And you've got to think about volume. You've got to think about the fact that it's real money being offered from real people to buy real things that you have. And it's not just a conversation. It's not a video game. It's real. And there was I mentioned it in another video, a woman who had said she did a 30-day strategy, and she said yes to every single offer, no matter what, except for one that was so egregious. And she said she made $10,000 that month. And I agree, because I've already turned down a $150 offer on a Dolce & Gabbana coat. I turned down what else I turned, like, there are all these offers that I turned down recently because I was like, I don't, and then I think back on it, and if I had have taken all those offers, it'd be another $500 or $1,000 sitting here that I had transacted. So I think you got to take any offer seriously that's at least $100. You got to take it real seriously, and find where your threshold is. Oh, we've got Nike boxes here. Thank you for joining. He didn't oversleep this time. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Well, while I'm sitting here talking to you, I just got a notice on my phone, and it looks like I sold some. So let's find out what it is. I'm going to find out what it is. Miss Me women jeans sold that were new with tags. Okay. So that's going to put my total over $600 in 24 hours. And I am so cool with that. Now that's sold on the closet clear out with Poshmark. Only reason I picked up those jeans is they were new with tags. I am not a Miss Me kind of gal. That is not really the girl who's in my closet. So I'm thrilled that they've sold, and I'm thrilled that someone's going to have use of them and that they're done. No more Miss Me. And just like True Religion, that's not anything I want to carry. I might have one or two things roaming around, but as I figure out who my girl is, and if you analyze all the pieces I just showed you, that's who my girl is. I mean, she loves black. She's sophisticated. She likes things that are dramatic and have an edge. And you don't get that with Miss Me jeans. And so I'm happy to just move it out of the closet. We'll get it to the bottom, and no one will be the wiser that I had it in there to begin with. So yeah. So that's what I sold, and that's how I'm feeling about offers these days. Find a way to take them. And I did all kinds of low offers on eBay. Poshmark today for closet clear out, because you know what? I do want to clear it out. I do want to get rid of it. I have probably got I have probably 1,000 items that I own that are not listed anywhere. At least 1,000 items. So wrap your head around that. I have got hundreds and hundreds of pieces of Moschino. I have many things that have just never made it online. I have tons of men's ties that I bought like from Barney's warehouse sale. I have all kinds of small accessories. And I mean, I've got at least 1,000 things I haven't listed. And so when I think about the volume, and it's easy not to list it because I have a showroom and people can come in person and see it, but it all needs to be dealt with. It all needs to be listed. And the only way I'm going to increase my sales is to have more inventory and to take more offers so I can sell more often. So you have to increase your sell-through rate, and you have to increase the number of inventory that you have from which people can choose to buy from you. Let's see what Key Lime's saying. Woohoo, I got a congrats. Hey, thank you. You need to do a few reseller boxes for some of us landlocked people who don't source the good stuff. You know, I've thought about it. Those reseller boxes get so many bad reviews on YouTube. I mean, I'm tempted to do one because I've got so much stuff here. I have go. So I don't know how to price it. I don't know, but perhaps I could do one, and maybe it's not a mystery box. Maybe the reseller box is just, ahead of time what you're buying. It doesn't have to be a mystery. It could, well, a reseller box that ahead of time what it is really a lot, an LOT of items. So I'll think about that because there's no shortage here of stuff. I've got some things set aside that I want to take to Buffalo Exchange because it's more vintage, and I'm moving away from what I would call casual vintage, and I'm moving into collectible vintage. So there are things that would be perfect for Buffalo Exchange. So I don't know if you want anything like that, but oh, you trust my eye. How sweet of you to say that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get my mannequin turning the right way. I did buy one piece for resale last night at the Goodwill that I'll just get into since I've already finished my haul of what's sold. And I want to get your thoughts on that. So hold on. I'm going to reach for it. Because I wasn't planning to talk about it. But I went into one of the Goodwill stores, and I didn't see anything. I literally didn't see anything. And I have no problem buying something. But I found one item, and, I almost didn't buy it. But I thought, what the hey, So this is totally my girl. This is my girl on the plus side. This is my Torrid size 2. But this is a black lace trench coat with double buttons. It's like a swing style. And the original retail on this is around $110. It's sold out online. They only have pink left. But this is a current style that they have on the Torrid site. And I paid $12.99 for this. And so normally I would want to pay $9.99, but they're like an extra $3. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll pay it. I don't care, because I know that this brand sells really, really well. And I like having plus size items in my closet and being able to service, my girl, so to speak, at every size and every price point. So let's see. We've got Jennie 80s style. I have a little bit of 80s. I have a little bit of 80s. 80s kinds of sells well. I do. I do a little bit. Have a little bit of men's 80s, a little bit of women's 80s. Absolutely. It's nothing significant. There's what I should do? What would be good is I should do my Buffalo Exchange haul on here. All the things that I'm going to purge and take to Buffalo. That might be good. And then y'all could see it. Flippin' Hustler. Oh my goodness, my wrench is here. I haven't seen Flippin' Hustler in a while because he's been busy doing his thing, with his live watch me do my thing videos, which are fascinating. This is the thing is that when you see this thing going on here, my glasses are like to eat hair apparently. But Flippin' Hustler, when he just doing his thing, and I'll watch and I'll be like, and it's like mesmerizing to watch people. It just is. I don't know. I think it's wild. I was watching a haul video last night and I just could not take my eyes off. And I got things to do. And I'm sitting there watching this haul video going, let me see what she got. And one haul, I saw different haul videos by different resellers. And this one was like, everything was really good. Like she has a great eye. And the other one, I'm like, why did this person buy this? It's like in terrible shape. The thing is, I know that things that aren't in perfect condition sell, but I just don't want to be the person to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot on one hand have, $1,000 jackets by Moschino and then be selling a pair of shoes that's like nasty and have toe prints in it, right? I'm not going to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is a market for everything that's out there. But I can't, I got to keep it at a certain threshold with everything that I buy. And so that's why when I see people acquiring things that are in condition that I wouldn't pick for myself, I'm just fascinated by it because yeah, it's going to sell. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to be, I've cleaned up many a shoe. I've got some shoes. I don't even know what to do with them because I can't, because the ink on the bottom has been written like the price and I can't get it off. I've tried everything. So, you have to go to like plan B or plan C to get it off. Yeah. You either have to, I once, resold an entire shoe simply to cover up the price on the bottom because you couldn't get it off. On boots, cowboy boots, I'll sand it off. I'll take it to the cobbler and they'll literally just sand off the leather so that the price is off. But some of these prices that get on there are in places that are not ideal. And you got to figure out a way to do it. And I personally have a problem selling a shoe with a price on the bottom. And so I'll either get rid of it or trade it away or try to fix it, but I will not sell it with a price on the bottom. I just can't do that. Let's see who's on here. It's raining buckets. Most of the sales got shut down. I'm not sure what that means. It's raining buckets here and most of the sales got shut down. I don't know what that means. You scored. Yeah, good for you. Picked up a pair of ladies' Ecos for $2 and they're new. I would think that smile is appreciated. Yes. New is good. New with tags. Cha-ching, says Kelly. Key line kisses. Yeah, it's I'm gonna take a sip right now. Just so you know, this mug came from Goodwill. There were two of them. And I broke it because when I make tea in my teapot, because I don't drink coffee, I always drink tea, and the water was too hot and it split. All of a sudden, my glass was just leaking. And I'm like, what is going on? Well, your water can be too hot for your mug. And so what you have to do is put a metal knife or a metal spoon or a metal something to conduct the heat. So like every time now when I make tea, I have a spoon and I pour the water on the spoon and then it goes into the cup because I don't want to keep breaking my ceramic cups, That's hilarious. Real life with Jennie Walker at Jennie Girl's Closet. It's raining heavily, so the garage sales. Oh, got it, garage sales. I forgot it was Friday. I work so much that I forget what day it is. And you're right, it's Friday. Happy Friday. It's already May. And yeah. Here's to Friday. So I'm trying to think what else I could show you guys. Otherwise, I've run out of things to say. Oh, I will tell you, I did, if you don't know about my podcast, you guys had asked me about this. I did a video. Oh my gosh. I did a podcast last night about how to identify luxury brands for beginners. And it's very similar to the conversation that I had on YouTube about it. So I just posted that in my iTunes, where is it? I'm going to find it and see if I can't share it with you guys. Let me see if I can find it. I posted it on iTunes. And let's see if it's how to easily, there it is, right here. Copy link. So this is a link directly to my new podcast. It's not the channel itself, but you can get to it. So this is how to identify luxury brands for beginners. So if you like that information, just click on that podcast and that'll take you to what I did last night. And if you haven't subscribed to my podcast, it'd be great if you would. it's a lot easier for me to share my information without the pressure of being on video. And there's a lot of different pieces of information on there. It's very sporadic. It isn't something I do on a consistent basis, which is a problem that I'm trying to fix. So yeah. So I am thinking this may be all I have for today. That might be it. Hold on. I'm looking. So I'm just gonna wear out as we end out this video. I'm gonna put on my hat that's for sale. I haven't posted it anywhere, but it will be. So yeah, so thank you guys for being here. I do sell a lot of hats, and I always pick them up when I can. So I think I've been over everything. I showed you my haul, and I sold something else while we were online, a Miss Me pair of jeans. So I'm over $600 for 24 hours between eBay and Poshmark. I did use the closet clear out today on Poshmark, and that's how I sold my items were on that. The Lululemon duffel bag that I sold on Poshmark, we had a conversation about it before it wasn't part of closet clear out. And that's it. So thank you guys for being with me. I've got to get ready to go to my store, which opens at 11 here Pacific time. And I got to prepare for all of that. So thank you for being with me. I really appreciate it. Good to see everyone. Peerless Precious, Key Lime Kisses, Flippin' Hustler, Nike Boxes. Really appreciate having you guys here with me. If you like what you heard today, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below. Feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't to know when I go live, which I'm trying to do it this time of the day before I go into my store because I think I can reach more people that way. And I just appreciate your support as I build the channel. And that's it. I will think about the reseller box that was mentioned to me. I'll just think about it. You know, I guess what I could do is have a group of items and just show you and be like, here it is. Here's the box. If you want it, I'll make a lot for you and we'll put it on an eBay or a Poshmark and just see how it goes. I'm willing to try it. And that's it. So thank you. Thank you for your support. Good luck with everyone today with your sales. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye, everyone.